group probably is coming in, and they sit across the table to resolve almost on the spot daily problems. Problems, I call it daily, is that what you foresee for a week is actually talked and resolved. Now, we had problems with the Environment Ministry at one stage when they said that no, you can't shift from one to the other, the quality, the environmental clearances, etc. But I think all this has been by and large resolved. It's no more an issue. I welcome everybody once again to this important international conference on logistics, and I wish that we have very fruitful discussions in which we can formulate some ideas. I wouldn't say policies, because policy is the work of government, but some ideas that can be projected and can help what Coal India as well as the government to take this matter forward, or maybe even formulate policy issues. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Perti, for giving a very illuminating speech, particularly throwing up, sticking to the theme, the logistical challenges, which is really the need of the hour that we have to tackle, bringing them out very clearly. So thank you, sir. Now I will request Shri Tiwary ji to come to the dais, and before I invite him, let me, he is well known to the Calcutta sector, but however, I will just introduce him. Director Marketing Coal India Limited and Chairman Organizing Committee of Coal Logistics India 2020-21. Shri Satyendra Nath Tiwary took over as the charge as Director Marketing Coal India Limited in 1st December 2019. Prior to the assumption of the present charge, Shri Tiwary was General Manager Marketing and Sales CIL. Graduated BSc Engineering from Birla Institute of Technology, Mesra, with distinction. Shri Tiwary was ranked 3rd in his batch, and he also holds MBA degree from the same institute. Shri Tiwary began his professional career in Coal India Limited in the year 1986 after a short stint as a test engineer in Hindustan Motors. With a career spanning over 33 years in Coal India, he has garnered the wide exposure in the entire gamut of marketing and sales operations, and he worked in the various capacities of MS Division in Eastern Coalfields Limited, Central Coalfields Limited, and Northern Coalfields Limited. Backed by 3 decades of professional experience in the intricacies of coal marketing and sale, Shri Tiwary has set the supply of an increased quantity of coal with improved quality through use of technology like auger sampling and auto ash analyzer as his priority objective. Presently, Shri Tiwary is also a member of the MCL, NCL and ECL board, contributing in a big way on the first mile connectivity. Mr. Tiwary, please.
Thank you, Mr. Gautam, for those kind and nice words. I hope I stand to that and do good for the energy sector. A very good morning to the brilliant minds of energy sector and coal sector. I feel really privileged to be present here in front of my seniors, whom I looked at a time when we were a very young executive in Coal India. Good morning, Mr. Arun Arora Sahab, General Manager, Eastern Coalfields, ECR, Chief Guest for today. Mr. Stefanos from Bengal Chamber of Commerce, Shri Perti Sir, Shri Yukumar Sir, Shri Gautam Sahab. I can see Mr. Partha Bhattacharya Sahab, Mr. Hajra, I can see Mr. Nag, I can see Mr. Arora, I can see Mr. Saha, with whom I have worked, and I have the privilege of being their favorite person, bringing me up to this standard. Thanks a lot to you. I can see industry, I can see friends from print and electronic media. Thank you for coming today. It's a wonderful morning, bright sunny morning, and let's see what best we can come out with ideas and thoughts which can provoke you to get something better for this country in terms of movement of coal and take care of pollutions, environment and things like that. To talk about few points which Gautam Sahab and Perti Sahab has touched upon before I delve into what I am supposed to talk about. We are working on rationalization of coal, where geographically located power plants can have their coal irrespective of whether they were linked to an earlier point from where the transports were costly. That is one rationalization thing. Then quarterly we do flexi utilization, where under one umbrella, if NTPC wishes to take coal from some other point, we allow that as coal Indians. Then there is a process of swapping for import-based power plants, where one leg is at import-based and second leg is at domestic plant, and they can swap their coal. So all these things have been taken care of in terms of rationalizing the movement. Definitely, the process of only taking out coal is not sufficient. We have to move the coal to the user so that they can use it rationally. Perti Sahab has again touched upon the subject of, can we bring that coal to the powerhouse end? Maybe sometime. Right now it is FOB, FOR basis. Prices are like that, but definitely it's a very, very good idea. As required basis coal has been demanded by powerhouses. But right now, what we have to understand is, as required basis means there is uncertainty in the production schedule, and as required basis, there will be a discipline in taking coal. Otherwise, what will happen is either stocks will build up at subsidy end, and there will be shortages at powerhouse end. Nothing to comment on what happened in the recent times. Only thing, the bright side of the so-called crisis was Coal India came, rose to the occasion and had done its part. Right now, 10 days stock at powerhouse end is there, and we have achieved this in a minimum time to the satisfaction of the power generators. Once again, I welcome you, and I will take you to what is Coal India doing today through a PPT, and I will also bring to this forum what is the futuristic logistic things which are on the drawing board. Costa, are you there? Please start the PPT. Can we go to the next one? This is the simple logistic of what Coal India was doing these days. What are the percentages which we had done under power sector? Next, please. This is what is talked about. You can see the time frames, and when Coal India is thinking about 1 billion ton, the most important part here is when you see the rectangles, it is improving evacuation, which is the thrust point here for Coal India. How we will achieve it, I'll take you through that. Can we go to the next slide, please? This is the logistic capacity augmentation for 1 billion ton. You can see right now the rail movement or the rail portion of coal movement is 57%, which we are planning to bring it to 73%. So we have started building the momentum, and we have started taking care of environment. In 2021, as you can see, This was 325 million ton. Additional 400 million ton per annum will be evacuated by rail mode. If I say rail mode, it does not give me any impact. The coal which is being mined through first mile connectivity, that is, there will be a belt movement, there will be a crusher, there will be a silo loading, and road movement will be reduced. The ministry had mandated that we have to bring down the road movement to 10% of the today's level. Why that 10%? Why not zero? Because there are industries and there are people who are consuming coal within the 50 kilometers range. We have to take care of them also. So that small portion of coal movement and transportation will be there, but then Coal India is planning to take 90% of the whole thing through environment friendly means. Let's go to the next slide, please. You see the DNA of the whole gamut. In this also, I will just, most of you are mining engineers, you can understand the importance of land and RRR, land and RR, statutory clearances, etc. But for us, as a marketing person, we'll have 35 CHP silos, 45 railway sidings, which is very important for us to make this first mile connectivity work and work well. Can we go to the next slide, please? I'm almost talking first mile connectivity in every second sentence. What is this first mile connectivity? It is pictorially depicted here from mine to dispatch point, from dispatch point to the receiving point through trunk line moves and to the end user. It should be covered and it should be environment friendly. That is how it is being planned. Normally, the planners in ministry and in Coal India had thought about projects which are having more than 4 million ton capacity will have this